Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Mr. Zach and this is our second lessons for 2021. Okay, so today we're going to learn about lesson 2, Civic for January 2021, and the theme is love. Okay, remember that we need to learn about Civic at least once, not at least once every month on the last week. So today we're going to learn about Civic. Okay, before all of that, let's recap our lesson for last week. Okay, exercise 1, say the correct words according to pictures. This is the answer. Okay. So I'm going to play the video, and as I play the video, listen, and then the answer will pop out, right?
CD1 Starter Unit Vocabulary Exercise 1 1.
Chatting online.
2.
Reading.
3.
Meeting friends.
4.
Art.
5.
Photography.
6.
Cycling.
7.
Sport.
8.
Animals.
9.
Music.
10.
Video games.
11.
Watching TV.
12.
Films.
13.
Skateboarding.
14.
Cooking.
15.
Shopping.
Okay, so these are the answer for your EX1 to make a recording, and I hope those who haven't done so, you need to send it by today, the latest. Those who send after today, I will count you as you didn't attend the lesson. Alright, so let's go to the second recap. Second recap is the EX to last week. Listen to the video and write the answer in your workbook. Okay, so here are the answers.
Hi, I'm Kate. I'm 12 and I'm from Oxford in the UK. I'm into sport and I'm good at basketball. Apart from sport, I like music and chatting online. I'm not interested in shopping. This is my brother Jack. Jack isn't into sport. He's into video games and his favourites are football games. Jack isn't on his computer 24 hours a day. He and his friends like skateboarding, but they aren't very good. Our parents, Jen and Ed, like books and they're into reading. My mum is interested in photography and her photos are really good. Our mum and dad are good at cooking. Italian food is their favourite. And you and your family? What are your hobbies and interests?
Okay, so that's the answer. For those of you who haven't done this exercise, please do so in your EX. Okay, so the last recap for today. Listen to the video and write the answer in your workbook. Okay.
Starter Unit Vocabulary Exercise 3 1. I'm interested in music. 2. I'm not interested in cycling. 3. I'm into films and watching TV. 4. I'm not into reading. 5. I like shopping and meeting friends. 6. I don't like chatting online. 7. I'm good at skateboarding. 8. I'm not good at art. 9. My favorite animals are dogs.
Okay, so that's the end of the recap. Please do this exercise in your EX as EX2. Okay, so afterwards, we are going to start the Civic lesson for January. Okay, so what are we going to learn today? We have 3 aims or 3 objectives. Okay, the first one, knowledge. So today you are going to learn how to state 3 things that you do with your family during your free times. Okay, for social-emotional, you are going to learn how to show support to family in time of need by sharing at least one way to show that you care. And then for the last one, for action, you're going to present one way to cheer up a family member, especially now in time of need. Okay, so if you're ready, let's begin our lesson today. Okay, so the first one, knowledge. State 3 things that you pupils do with family during free time. Okay, so usually during free time is the time you have at home when you don't do anything. You're not going to school, and your parents are not doing any work. So what are you doing at that time? Usually, yes, if it's me, I'm playing video games with my brother or with my nephew or even with my sister when I have free time during the holiday. So I believe many of you are doing this. You can play video games, you can play mobile phone games, and so on. Okay, the next one. Usually, most of us at least will watch TV or will watch films with our parents or family during our free time. Okay, and then the last one, if it's me, I'm into cooking. I like cooking with my mother or my brother or my sister during my free time. So how about you? Now, tell me 3 things you do with your family during your free time. This is your first assignment for today. Please record yourself telling me 3 things that you do with your family during free time. You may ask for your parents or your brothers and sisters help for this. Alright, let's move to the next one. Okay, so as we all know, now is a grim time. It's a time of COVID. This is COVID in the microscope. So in this time, everyone is affected. Many of us, some of us lost jobs, some of us don't have enough money, some of us cannot do this and that. So all of us feel very sad. So what can we do for our family? Okay, before all of that, I want you to watch the video below. This is the effect of COVID to some people in Malaysia. In a way, it might affect our family or even ourselves. So I want you to watch this video, and after this, we are going to discuss what we can learn from it.
Amid the COVID-19 recession and a strict movement control order, unemployment in Malaysia has hit a 27-year high. The Merdeka Centre says 5 to 8% more Malaysians will fall into poverty because of the pandemic. That is as many as 2.4 million people. Who are these new poor?
One of the best thing of living in Port Dickson is you have the beach at your backyard. You don't get this in KL.
Kuala Lumpur-based Malek is a cameraman who works in commercials, feature films and documentaries. But with freelance jobs all dried up, His family has relocated to Port Dickson, where they survive by selling home-cooked food.
This year, 2020 to me is a year of humility and empathy. Seriously. All the while we've always been in the comfort zone. We forgot that little things in life that make us happy. You really do not need to go out. You spend more time with your family. You know, if you're able to earn 5 ringgit a day, it's good enough really. You're happy. You don't need to earn 5 million a day to be happy. You know, these basic things. So that is what I tend to realize. And because we've got 3 months at home to just sit and think and then reflect.
There are other city-dwelling Malaysians like him who have moved back to rural areas or their hometowns, where life is simpler and cheaper.
The only way for us to get job now is to reduce. We cannot be going around saying, no, this is my rate, you pay me. No, let's say thank you very much, we get other ones. Yeah.
I think we can't go on living the way we do, you know, in very materialist culture. You know, at the end of the day, human lives matter, you know, family matters, and that's the most important thing of all.
But the hardest hit by this pandemic recession are those in the bottom 40%, the B40. Fakhruddin Jazmi was left to raise his 6 children alone after his wife died of breast cancer in February 2019. Exactly 1 year later, he opened his own auto mechanic workshop, which he'd always dreamed of. But 1 month later, the MCO happened.
Kesannya memang sangat dalam lah. Maksudnya, kita baru nak meningkat, tiba-tiba PKP. Memang daripada pendapatan tu ada, terus kosong. Jadi kita tak boleh nak survive. Memang saya akan risau jugalah untuk meneruskan hidup masa tu.
Assalamualaikum. A friend alerted a welfare group to his situation and they began bringing his family food every day.
Pak Kadir ni adalah satu kes saya yang boleh dikatakan menyentuh perasaan lah. Sebab ketiadaan isterinya dalam waktu masa tu kita sambut raya kan. Dia selalu mengadu dengan saya bila dia kata anak dia terlampau rindukan arwah kan.
Help has also been forthcoming from the government, which introduced a wage subsidy and cash handouts to struggling households as part of 4 economic stimulus packages, totaling some US $75 billion. But can it do enough?
When the borders closed and the numbers dropped to 0 and the reality sunk in.
In Sabah, one of Malaysia's poorest states, nearly 1 in 5 residents live below the poverty line, and many had relied on tourism. One of Sandakan's oldest hotels, NAK, closed after hosting its last guests in June, a day that its owners captured.
So, it's about 3 p.m. now. Our signboard has come down.
Bos kami, Mr. Antonin, announce yang kami akan tutup. Memang semua staff shock lah. Sebab efek pandemik ni memang sukar, terutamanya untuk mencari kerja lain lah. So bila yang hotel sudah since 66 sudah membangun tiba-tiba tutup, macam satu kehilangan besar lah untuk Sandakan.
Our main concern was always our employees, because when you work in the hospitality and F&B industry, a lot of them are B40 families, a lot of them are breadwinners. Let's figure them out first. What are we going to do? What are we going to offer to them? And then deal with the emotions later.
For me personally, it's sentimental because it's named after my grandfather.
As more businesses close, how many more Malaysians will be left jobless?
We're here tonight to help look for our street friends. There's about 474 packets of food.
Kachera Soup Kitchen is run by volunteers who feed the homeless in KL.
The situation before pandemic is very different. We are seeing a lot of poor people, yeah, no doubt about it. But after MCO, we are seeing more and more people becoming more struggled.
I think for the most part, the Malaysian government realizes the extent of the problem. And I think they are trying to be quite prudent in the way that they are trying to address it. The question now is whether or not all of these efforts is enough to counter factors that are beyond the control of the Malaysian government, which is the global economy and also the strength of the country's trading partners.
Okay, so that's the video. So what you just watched just now is the effect of COVID to people, especially here in Malaysia. Many of us lost jobs, some of us don't have enough food, some of us cannot work, and this leads to many problems. So this might happen to you or your family, and when it does, what it do to you is it'll affect our feelings. It'll make us sad, depressed. And so today, how can we show our support to our family in time of need? Okay, so the first one, spend more time doing activities together with family. Okay, so what can you do? If you're at home, try to spend at least 1 hour with your family, maybe at night when everyone is not busy. Just spend your time sitting together or watching TV together. This will help them to feel better. Okay, the next one, maybe during weekends or during your free time, you can play some games with your family like chess or any other games just to lift the mood, maybe around 30 minutes. And then this one, try to practice this. Try to eat together, and then when you're eating, share with your family how is your day, ask them how's their day, and just be there for them. Okay, so that's how you can show your support to your family. And then the second one, do little thing that will make them happy. For example, if it's their birthday, you can give them a present, or even if it's not their birthday, just give them some letters or card or maybe a DIY gift just to make them happy, to thank them for their effort. Okay, and then like last year we learned about household chores, so you can start helping out, especially now in this MCO season. Try to learn how to do household chores, help out your family. At least do one thing that will make them feel appreciated. And then the last one, maybe try to cook for them, but be careful when you're using kitchen, especially when turning on the fire and using the knives. If you cannot do all of that, the simplest one is just make a simple breakfast for them, maybe some oranges and bread or cookies. Okay, so now your second job for today, I want you to present one way how you can cheer up your family member. Okay, think of one way to cheer them up. From all the things that I've said and all the things that you have watched in the video, I want you to think of one way how you can help to cheer or to make your family happy. Okay, you can make your presentation in a PowerPoint slides, or maybe you want to make a video, or if you don't have all of that, you can just simply make a scrapbook or a simple worksheet. As long as you put there maybe some pictures or video or colors, and then what can you write. If you're using scrapbook, you can write there what you can do to make your family happy. So that's for today. Don't forget to send your work through WhatsApp or Google Classroom, and see you next week. Remember, this week on Thursday we don't have class, no English class on Thursday because it's Thaipusam. So I'll see you around on 30th of January. Okay, that's all for today. Bye guys.